guys, we are back here at Solaria Brewery and we are talking about veterans. And we have the honor today to speak with Melissa. And guess what? She's a female veteran. We're going to talk about issues facing female veterans, which I think is so interesting because it is such a smaller group of individuals. And we need to know about what's going on there, right?
Yeah. Less than 1% of the American population is willing and able to serve. And you break that down with females in there, and no matter what job you're doing, you're probably going to be in a male-dominated career field.
Less than 1% is serving just in general. So even much lower than that with females, right?
Yes, I would probably say 1/3 of that.
Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about you first. Now, I love that we are here at the brewery. This is the home of VFW, right?
Yeah.
And we've had several segments with Danny Sample, who's the owner here, and also a veteran as well. And he's brought in some great guests. So I'm so excited we get to talk about this today. But tell me about you, your years of service, just a little bit about you.
I served in the Air Force for 8 years. My job was a radio and television broadcaster. So think Good Morning Vietnam, literally.
Right.
But I was in Iraq and Afghanistan. So
Wow.
just slightly different current times. I served overseas, I served stateside, and I absolutely loved it. If I could have done 20, I would have done 20 years in. But it was the best time of my life, and it taught me so much about myself, my goals, and kind of just how to grow up, really. Yeah.
Really kind of teaching you that responsibility, and someone's depending on you for a job. And
Yeah. And I mean, it can be life or death. So,
right.
that ramps it up a bit, but you take it seriously, you still have fun, and I would do it all over again.
That's really cool. So tell me, and you're an Alabaster resident here, right?
Now I am, yes.
That's awesome. We love that. Tell me a little bit about what you think are the top issues that are facing female veterans, because when you're coming out of service, it's such a small group comparatively, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest issues are?
I think the biggest issues parallel to what we hear a lot of time for all veterans. When you get out, you don't have that same military family, the camaraderie is no longer there. You've kind of got to find your footing in a new world that you're just not used to.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through that as well, and we kind of go through an alienation period, because as moms or as women, we can be moms, and a lot of times we move on with our life in another direction, and it could be parenthood, or it could be in the working world, that as a citizen, as a regular citizen, I would say,
right.
I guess it's all different. You kind of have to find your footing there. But I think as women, we kind of hold that all in and think, well, I do have to get on with my life, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to put this on view for everybody all the time. And yes, I was in the military, and no, you probably could never tell.
Right.
But we kind of move on. We maybe bury it all deep down inside,
Mm-hmm.
and say, well, now I'm a mom now, and it's something that I don't want to brag about, or
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of times women are kind of brushed aside or dismissed because, let's face it, sometimes people view us as a more gentle
I hear you. I hear
type
you.
of person, right?
I think we all hear you.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
I want to say it in the nicest way. I don't think people always mean it. But for instance, if I'm standing next to my husband, who's also a veteran, guess who's going to be asked about his service?
Right.
He is. No one's even going to think that I served, and that's fine.
And you don't want to step in and just
I don't want
brag
to take
about
the
your
limelight.
service. Right,
No,
I
but
understand.
I served. I'm proud of that service, and it taught me a lot, and it gave me a lot of great skills in this world. And women can kick butt too.
Absolutely.
we're
Jill.
still here, and we're still kicking butt.
Absolutely. I do think that, men coming out, there's just a much larger support group and just people for them to connect with. And the pool is so much smaller for you as women, for sure.
Yeah, walking by me in the grocery store, you may not say, hey, she looks just like a veteran. And you know what? I was too. I'm going to go talk to her because she's just giving off that vibe.
Right.
I'm not giving off that vibe.
Right.
I'm me. But what I want women to know is if they do get out, or if they have been out for a long time, or even if they're still serving, we have such a great family unit here at Solaria Brewery, who it's owned and operated by a veteran. He employs veterans. Yes. I am also on his staff. I just work in the background. But we women are allowed to be still a part of the VFW world. We are allowed to, give our input. We are here, and guess what? We're welcome. That's another thing. We're welcome here. The VFW members here are fantastic, and not once have I been told, well, no, your opinion doesn't matter, little lady. It's like, what do you think about that? Or I want to get your opinion on this, Melissa, because you're coming from a different perspective. And that is awesome. That is what we did in the military. We're side by side with these men, and we have to trust each other with our lives at some points. And here they respect my opinion, and they're super supportive. And I'm generally the only one that shows up to the meetings. So
as a woman, right?
As a woman. So.
Okay, so we need more. So I want you to dive a little bit more into the VFW for anyone that's unaware. What is it?
So the VFW is Veterans of Foreign Wars. If you served overseas in certain campaigns, you are welcome to come here. That means you're eligible. And we can check you can check online for the specifics. However, we also have recruiters here that can help. But what we do here as a VFW is, in today's world, we are focused on giving back to the community, helping veterans in need, and just making a positive difference. It's not a smoky bingo hall. We're not here, drinking $1 beers, and we're drinking way better beers. But
very good selection here, right?
that's not what we do all the time. And what we do is we try to help veterans and their families in need. So if we get communication from somebody, this veteran's family needs help, or hey, I need help, I'm a veteran and I don't know where to go, and I've seen y'all's stuff on Facebook, or I saw the sign outside, what is this and how can I be a part of it? Come on in, we're going to help you whether you are eligible to join or not. If you're a veteran, you're welcome to come up here anytime and meet other like-minded individuals from many different generations and campaigns, which is really also cool because we're talking to Vietnam veterans, we're talking to Persian Gulf War veterans, we're talking to Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, and we're spanning these different generations. And we've all got unique perspectives, which is really awesome. But we're here to help one another. We're here to help the community. And as one of the only females in the post, we have two handfuls of them. But we need more of us. And we are here, and we can still do this together. And if you want to be a part of a group like that, I fully encourage it. We're family friendly. Again, it's not a smoky bar. I bring my son to every VFW meeting. He's 4. So he's got the tendency to interrupt, which is fine because it's real life, right? Yes, it's real life. Yeah. And heck, this weekend he was sitting on my lap as I was typing notes for the post. So it's a great environment. And if you want to be a part of it, don't be afraid. And if you think you don't belong, that's not true. Even if you're not eligible to join, that doesn't matter to us. You're a veteran.
Still come hang out, right?
Yeah, and we can help each other, which is the best part. We can't lose any more people to suicide. We just can't. Yeah. It's not an option. And we're here to help.
Yeah, and I think that this is the place you would want to be. These kind of people that are here reaching out their hands. If you are a veteran, especially a woman that would like to join, or a man, right? We're taking them all.
Yeah, you're okay, men.
But we come down to, what would be the best way you think? Like come down to the brewery, give a call.
Yes, we have people stop in the brewery. We'll see them wearing a shirt or a hat, and we say, "Hey, did you know we have a VFW here?" Yeah. Give the brewery a call. Reach out to us on Facebook. We also have an Instagram page, VFW12185. Lance Corporal Thomas Rivers Jr. Memorial Post. If none of that settles with you and you're driving by on a Saturday morning and you see our VFW sign out front, just come on in. Someone will answer the door and talk to you. Yeah. And we want to help. We want to give you that camaraderie that you used to have. It's still here, and we're still making a difference, and we can do it together.
Thank you so much for talking with us. I told you, like, I don't have any military background in my family, so I really enjoy these conversations. You give me a lot of knowledge and education that I didn't have before that I can share with others now too, and also to speak to our veterans. Like, what a gift. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure, and thanks for highlighting it. If anybody out there is feeling less than or alone or anything like that, we're here still, and women, we need you. You are important. You served, and come on.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Melissa.
absolutely.